My pleasure, really. I am Milona Umbranox, Countess of Anvil. I hope you enjoy your visit. I trust you will give us no cause to regret our hospitality to strangers. You can best know Anvil by walking its streets and speaking with its people. My favorite time is the harbor at sunset, the sun and sea to the west. I've heard that you've closed the Oblivion Gate outside Anvil. I honor you for your bravery and service to my city. With Anvil safe for the moment, I will send some of my best soldiers to bolster the Bruma garrison. Chancellor Okato has performed heroically. No one else could have held the Empire together during this crisis. An all-female gang of thieves has been recently plaguing Anvil with a very unique method of robbing. They pick on only the men. If you want to help us do something about it, go talk to Gogan and Milona. Let's just say Gogan is intimately involved and leave it at that. You too.
Hello there. How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water? Oh, you heard about that? We were trying to keep it quiet, but people in this city are far too nosy. Very well, since you said you want to help. I don't suppose you've heard all the details about the gang of harlots running their little charade here in Anvil, have you? The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it because, frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own. When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back, 100 gold. Can you help us? Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can. I like it here. People are very friendly, much nicer than in the Imperial City. All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront. Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that. The Flowing Bowl attracts the worst Anvil has to offer. Always be on your guard.
Look at the muscles on you. Yes? I like eating at the Flowing Bowl. Mainhorn runs a quality inn.
I like the Flowing Bowl. Mainhorn and his brother are excellent hosts.
Be seeing you.
I've already told you pretty much everything I know about their gang.
What do you want? I see my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the Flowing Bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage. Sorry, I'm new in town. Don't know a soul. I'm merely a man. How could I resist? What a mess I've gotten myself into.
Have pity on an old war veteran. What's the matter? Getting tired?
Only the chosen will survive the cleansing. I do not fear death.
I've never read.
I haven't seen you here before. Ah, and you're all alone, too. How sad. Well, if you're up to it, I think we can solve that little problem. You see, me and Faustina here are lonely, too. And we've been looking for someone. You look like just what we need. I'll tell you what. We have a cozy farmhouse not far from here where we could, well, get to know each other much, much better. I'll mark it down on your map just so you won't forget where to find us. Meet us there around 11 o'clock. I can promise you a night of fun you won't soon forget. Do I really have to spell it out for you? You're a man, and I'm a woman with a certain desire. You figure out the rest. Well, here's a fine one. Speak freely.
Oh,
There's islands in Ribbon Bay no one has
What's
visited
new
in
with you?
100 years.
I've heard that the
Don't tell him
Nords
what
of
you'll find.
Skyrim have been warring
How
with
about
the
that?
veteran of Morrowind.
Safe travels.
Good day.
The Nords have always
Hi
been
there.
protective of their
What
territory.
is it now?
It's no wonder they
Something
get
I can do
involved
for
in
you?
these disputes.
They say that someone's
Safe
taken
travel.
over from his honored friend.
Bide.
What's your story?
Pick apart the carcass of ruined Indoril.
Morrowind has always been a troubling place. It seems it is more so
course.
now.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
They say that King Helseth
What?
has made an alliance
What's
with
going
House
on with you?
Dress.
Can't wait to see you later. Don't keep us waiting. Hope you're not planning to get much sleep. I see you took us up on our offer. Good. I'm glad to see you. Signy will be along shortly. I'm sure we can find something to do while we wait. Now, we can't have you standing there all uncomfortable in all those clothes. Why don't you take everything off and place it there on the table? What? What are you talking about? Don't you want to have fun? Come on, don't be shy. Or are you here for something else? Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose. Okay, girls, we got someone who doesn't want to cooperate. That's the best you can...
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away. Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence. But someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later. We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice. If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised. Don't spend all the money from the reward in one place.
Got a lot to do here. We can talk later in Anvil.
I'm afraid I have very little information to add to our follow-up investigation. It appears that you got all of them. We never found evidence of any other members. Nice work. You're sharp for an adventurer. If you ever decide to retire, I'm sure the Anvil City Watch would love to have you.
Afternoon.
Looks like you're handy with a blade.
Please, by all means.
Regulus Terentius, Count Braville. I'm really rather busy, and I doubt that you have anything to say that I need to hear. thank you for closing the Oblivion gate that was threatening Breville. I will send my guard captain, Viera Laris, to Bruma's aid. He thinks to use his position as head of the Elder Council to make himself emperor. He will not succeed. Yeah. Ursan's husband, Alaron, is missing. Poor thing. I've seen her crying at the chapel. I hope someone can help her. Good day.
Excuse me, my lord. I'm sorry to impose upon you like this, but I'm in need of assistance, and I don't know what to do. My husband, Alaron, is missing. It all started when Alaron became foolish and started gambling. He'd visit the arena every week and spend our hard-earned money on bets. I told him to stop, but he didn't listen. He was certain he could win us a fortune and move us somewhere nicer, like the Imperial City. It didn't take long for Alaron to begin losing. He resorted to borrowing money from a usurer to cover his losses and place new bets. As you can imagine, it didn't pay off. He ended up owing around 500 gold. We could never have that kind of money to pay back the usurer. Yesterday, the usurer, Curden Grow Dragel, sent for my husband to meet him at the Lonely Suitor Lodge. He hasn't returned since. I fear for his life. Curden isn't known for his patience. Please, I'm not wealthy, but I'd give anything to see Alaron again. You will? Oh, thank you. Please be careful. I don't wish any harm to befall you either. I do miss him so. And when he gets back, I'm going to kill him for making me worry like this. Farewell and be careful. Curden is not to be trusted. Mars is a gifted healer and teacher. I know that she longs to return to the swamps, though. Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
I have heard that the great houses of Morrowind are in upheaval. Indoril is in ruins, and Redoran is besieged by the Nords of Skyrim. How do you do?
Yeah, what do you want? Maybe I know him, maybe I don't. But since you're so interested, I know something that could jar my memory. I just learned that a family heirloom, the Axe of Dragol, which one of my stupid relatives lost, is located on Fort Grief Island in Nibbin Bay. My informant tells me it's hidden in the main keep at the center. Don't know what's guarding it, but I'm sure you can handle it. If you go there and bring it back to me, I'll tell you exactly where Alaron is. Then Alaron may not be coming home from his, journey for a very long time. Like, permanently. Whenever you're ready, and it better be soon, I'll have a boat waiting for you to get to Fort Grief Island. Yeah, it's a battle axe with the word Dragol carved into the haft. Huge, you can't miss it. I ain't gonna draw you a picture. Time's wasting. He's safe for now. Are you ready to go to the boat? Fine. I have it waiting for you at the dock next to the magic shop. Now get out of my sight. Lucky I'm not making you swim.
Oh no. It appears as though Círdan has tricked another poor soul with his axe story. You haven't guessed it yet? There never was any axe of Dragol. It was just a ruse to lure you out here. I fell for the same trick. In my case, he told me if I retrieved the axe, he'd erase my debts. I was such an idiot to believe him. You're now the prey in Círdan's insane hunt, just like I am. And here we'll most likely die. Círdan doesn't make most of his money being a simple usurer. He also invented what he calls the Hunter's Run. People pay him a great deal of money to hunt and kill living human prey. No questions asked, and he takes care of the bodies. He uses the dungeons under Fort Grief as the hunting grounds. I was placed here because he knew someone would go looking for me. I'm sorry you got mixed up in all of this. I hope you can fight. It's our only chance of escaping alive. Don't bother. The door to this place is now locked. The only way to get out is by descending into the Hunter's Run and killing the hunters. One of them will have the key to the door. That's Círdan's rules. It's the only way we can win. I wish I could help more, but I can't fight. I've never held a weapon before in my life. Please, get us out of here. I'm not a rich man, but if we get out of here alive, I'll do what I can to reward you. Círdan is treacherous. Be wary, friend.
I'm impressed that you killed all my clients. Doesn't matter. More will come along with their purses fat with gold and hearts lusting for blood. Too bad about Ayleids. Didn't need him anymore now that you're here. At least now he's free of his debt. Do you really think I could afford to let you leave here? The key you found is a fake. No prey has ever left this island alive. And I aim to keep it that way. You were right about one thing, though. This is my game, and I'm changing the rules. Ooh!
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
I fear grave tidings. Something's wrong, I can tell. What's happened to Ayleids? When I saw the grave look on your face, I knew something had happened to him. And what of that fetcher, Curtin? Then Ayleids' death has been avenged. I told him that the gambling would lead to this, that foolish man, but he never listened. Before you go, I have this for you. Ayleids told me that if he ever got in trouble, this could be used to bail him out of jail. He'll not be needing it any longer, and I want you to have it. I'll not take no for an answer. I know you did all you could, and for that I thank you. Now please, go in peace. I wish to be alone.